What's going on, guys? Dave here again, JDH Reptiles. Today's video, we're going to do part 2 to the holdbacks for this season. So last week we did part 1. I showed you like a dozen animals that were on the holdback shelf. Today I'm going to show you, I don't know, 7 or 8. We're going to go through this sea serpent rack right over here. We'll get those ones into this video. And then we got probably 2 more videos because I got, let's see, about 20 more animals into the ARS rack over here we're holding on to. So we're going to jump into this video. Again, thank you for all your support. Thank you for swinging by. We appreciate that. So today we're going to give a huge shout out to Breeder Circle. You can find it in the description below their Facebook page. Go ahead, give them a follow. Winter time comes. It's shout out season. So if you'd like to get in on the shout outs, send me a message. I'll give you my address if you want to send stickers, a shirt, a hat. I'll gladly wear it in one of my videos and give you a shout out as well. Otherwise, probably from here on out, at least once a week, I'm going to be giving shout outs to everybody who I do have swag from. So let's jump right into this video. It's going to be pretty nice. A lot of the things up here are really sweet. At least I think they're really sweet. So I look forward to showing them to you. Let's jump right into this. Alright, we're going to start right off the bat with some heat. This here is a Lori ball python. So if you don't know about the Lori gene, you need to. Originated from BHB. The story behind it supposedly is they got some wild imports in, and Brian's wife Lori had one that she wanted to hold back. It was written on the tub. It said, "Hold Lori," or something like that. So after a long time, they put it into their collection, and for some reason someone wrote it down as Lori, as in like that was the name of the gene. So it was called the Lori ball python. Now, a lot of people say this is het red axanthic. I'm not sure about that. I do see some differences. Could it be more of a quality thing or a line thing? That I don't know. But we're going to try and find out this year. We are pairing our Super Lori to our yellow belly het red axanthic female. So with that being said, hopefully we should make some supers, which would be Lori and het red axanthic. And if that's the case, I'll be able to take that animal and put it side by side with a Super Lori and hopefully be able to tell the difference. So back to this animal. This here is a male. This was exactly what I was looking to produce last year. So I did the pairing again so I could hopefully get one this year, and I did. This is a male Lori, 100% het for albino. So I don't know if he's going to make it this year or if it'll be next year, but eventually he's going to make some Lori albinos for us. And I'm super stoked about that because I don't think anybody has done it yet. Now I will say, if it's the same gene as het red axanthic, I believe Corey Woods in Canada has made albino het reds. That I'm not sure of. But I'll have to reach out to him and do some more research. But I believe a Lori albino would be first done here if I hit it this year. So that's the first one. Alright, these next 2 I'm going to need a hand with. So this here, I believe to be an Enchi black pastel. Now if I do some research online and look up a Blanchi is what they call it, black pastel Enchi, this is really similar to what it would look like. So I know it's an Enchi because it came from an Enchi Lori pairing, and there's no Lori. Enchi and Lori are allelic. From what I have found, Enchi and Lori are allelic. Now, this one does look Enchi. It's got the Enchi eye stripes, got the banding. It does have the color, but the color also is a little bit off. It's almost a little bit more, how do I want to say? I don't know. The browns are just different. Let me adjust the camera here. That is a good representation of what the color looks like on this thing. So my guess is an Enchi black pastel And this is from the same clutch as that Lori, so it is also 100% het for albino. And it's a male. So what do you think? Second one in, number 2. Do you think this is an Enchi or an Enchi Black Pastel? You tell me. Alright, this is the third one. Now again, kind of the same thing here. I'm guessing Enchi Black Pastel. My only thing is the alien heads on this one are a little bit different. Maybe one is Enchi Black Pastel, one's just Enchi. But as you can see, the color is definitely a little bit different than an Enchi typically would be. It's a little more rich. Still got that dusky, dirty Enchi look to it. Got the Enchi eye stripes. And like I said, came from an Enchi Lori. And Enchi and Lori are allelic from what I found. So again, my guess here is Enchi Black Pastel Het Albino. And this one is a female. I'm going to set this side by side to the other one. And you can compare the two together. See, the colors look pretty much identical, but the pattern is different. I don't know, you tell me, number 2 is here, number 3 is here. What do you think? Leave your comment down below. Alright, next one in the holdback bin here is this male pastel Lori, 100% het for albino. Again, these are all same clutch. And as you can see, for those of you who are unsure if Enchi and Lori are allelic, so far I have shown you 2 Loris, 2 Enchis, and I actually produced another Lori het albino and another one of these pastel Lori het albinos. I'm not showing them only because they're not holdbacks. But, I mean, this is what we're getting out of this pairing. So, this thing is sweet. Yes, we do have another one. It's also a male, and it is available. If you're interested, send me a message. But this one here is a holdback. I mean, look at the pattern on that thing. The color. It's just so nice. Very cool animal. Glad to have one of these as well, so we can get some albinos of this as well. Alright, and this is what we plan to make. We produced something like this last year, but it was severely deformed and it had passed in the egg. This year we produced one, no kinks, no issues. It's absolutely stunning. It is a female, but I don't care. We're holding it back. This here, there we go. Try and get it to adjust. This here is a pastel, black pastel Lori het albino. I mean, look at that. That is super stunning. What a crazy looking animal. So again, a Lori black pewter het albino female. And yes, she's staying here. Man, this is beautiful. So glad we produced this. I can't wait to see her on a pair or a clutch of eggs. Gonna be so amazing. Alright, 2 left. This one here, these are from a different clutch. So this one is a pastel blackhead. And it's double het for VPI Exanthic and genetic stripe. So the pairing for this one was a visual VPI Exanthic genetic stripe male to a super pastel blackhead het G stripe. So this female here is staying here. This thing is absolutely beautiful. She is going in the shed, so she's a little bit dusky. But when she sheds out, she is absolutely stunning. I just love this pairing completely. Pastel blackhead, double het, G-stripe, Exanthic. Very cool animal. Alright, and the last one for today is going to be this beauty. Same clutch as the last one. This one here is a pastel blackhead genetic stripe. It's 100% het for VPI Exanthic. And this is a male. So this is a powerhouse male to have. This boy obviously is not going to make it this year. He is a mouser, unfortunately, at this time. So we're still working on getting him on rats. Matter of fact, the last one is a mouser as well at this moment. But eating well on mice, getting there as far as, you know, growing, getting some color, looking pretty good. But just definitely we need to get them transferred over to rats so we can get some size on them. But next season, the 22-23 season, hopefully he'll be ready to go. And we can make some pastel or non-pastel, make blackhead G-stripe Exanthics. That would be the plan. I have the right female in play for him. So all I need to do is get him to get up to size, and we can make some bangers with this boy. I will say, I wasn't sure what to expect with blackhead and G-stripe. And as you can see, it kind of wipes all the genetic stripe out of it. You know, you got a little of the stripe here on the tail. But what you do have is this bold black edge on both sides of the dorsal that go all the way down the animal. You know, there's a little stripe there on the front half. But it doesn't have that solid stripe like most genetic stripes do. It's kind of muddy a little bit. But I'm hoping, you know, with some cleaner genes in there, maybe it'll help bring a little bit back to the stripe. I'm not really sure, but we're going to definitely take this a couple different ways and see what we can figure out. But definitely, like I said, happy to have this boy. Glad we produced it. This was what we were looking to produce, and we only produced the one. So we obviously held it back. But definitely sweet animal. Pastel blackhead genetic stripe. 100% het for VPI Exanthic. Alright guys, so that's it for the holdback rack today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you liked what you saw. Let me know on those Enchies, whether you think they're Enchi het albinos or if they're black pastel Enchi het albinos. Until next time, hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. I'm going to put out at least 1 or 2 more videos this week. Make sure you're checking our page though, because I've been doing those little YouTube shorts, show off some animals. Sometimes I talk about animals that are for sale. And from time to time, I'm going to do a lot of like little shorts showing pairings that are together, if I find any that are locking, and explain what we got going on there. So I'm going to kind of make this channel really interactive. Different things though, not just videos. I like doing the shorts because I can just take, you know, 60 seconds to 2 minutes out of my time and show you guys something I see when I come down here, which is really nice, especially when the breeding season really gets into full swing. I could show you a few different pairings when they're locked together and kind of discuss what the idea behind those are individually. So we're going to have a great season. I'm always very hopeful, trying to stay very positive about it. We have the potential for, I think, 56 to 60 animals this year going. Our goal overall is 50 clutches a year. That's really what I want to do. That's what Jamie and I have set out. We had planned to do. And from here on out, the females that we breed are going to be, most of them are going to be holdbacks. We do have some that we didn't produce, but a lot of them this year are holdbacks that we've produced over the last couple of years. And what we want to do is kind of every year from here on out, we're going to move in bigger and better and move out some of our, whether it be less genetically powerhouse animals, or maybe we produce something that's just a little bit better quality. So some of the females that are breeding this year, you may see available next season, or at the end of this season, I should say. But I really want to try and stick to about 60 females that could potentially go, so we could shoot for right around 50 clutches a year. Because as of right now, we have typically between 5 and 10 females a year that don't go. So whether they reabsorb or They just never get really good follicle growth, or we slug out. We had one slug out this year. So, we always gotta think about, what could happen. Temp spike or temp drop, if we lose power, whatever the case may be. It's always potential to have a couple females not lay. So we're going to keep our goal 450 a year, and we'll probably always shoot to have 55 or 60 females breeding actively. But that's kind of the plan for this year. We're going to do a lot more videos. We're going to get a lot more in detail once the breeding season really gets into full swing. Right now I think we have like 7 or 8 girls that have started breeding. They've been paired for their first time this week. We have a couple been paired a couple times already this season. Today I just moved the males out, put them back in their tub, and we're going to feed here in the next couple days, and then this weekend we'll start pairing again. So I'll do some pairing videos. I'll show you again what we do this season, which we've done every season. The only addition this year is the use of the ultrasound machine, but we're going to try and bring you along for the whole process. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, come back for the next video, and until next time guys, thanks again. Leave your comments down below. Check out all the links below. I'm going to include Breeder Circle's Facebook page, as well as US Arcs down there, the Till Valhalla Project, and all of our links, Morph Market, Facebook, Patreon, and Instagram. Have a great one, guys. We'll see you next time.